chicos, aquí carta de cadena. Estamos de vuelta con Vampire. Vamos a analizar la sangre de William, a ver qué es exactamente lo que le ha pasado. Como podéis ver, ya en el anterior vídeo, por fin conseguimos algo de ropa decente. Hemos tardado, pero ya la tenemos. Oh, nuevo ciudadano. Ah, pero es la enfermera. Vamos a investigar por aquí. ¿Eh? No puede ser, no tienen sangre y se mueven. Son cadáveres andantes. Son zombies. Ahí abajo está el Clay. Esperad, aquí tenemos también a alguien más.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really?
Brannigan.
It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Interesante. 2500. Buah, tiene un nivel alto, ¿eh? Vamos a preguntarle por su vida en Londres. Ah, tengo la opción de cautivar o revisión médica. Primero vamos a sacarle la información y luego voy a darle a revisión médica a ver qué es lo que pasa.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Pues si no puedes hablar de los que están peor, dime quiénes están mejor.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't
es un
know when
obsesivo
to
con el
stop and
trabajo.
get some rest.
Mirad, tendremos más información. Poquito a poco.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Vale, a ver. Revisión médica. Pulsa para más información. Ah, vale, es, digamos, la información estándar. Se encuentra sano y no tienes ninguna pista. Ah, hasta que no tenga pistas no puedo saber más. Y por aquí no podemos más. Ok, pues ya
Goodbye,
está.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patience to attend.
No hay nadie más por aquí, así que de esto... Vale. 1, 2... ¡Oh! Esto es un buffet. Vamos a hablar con ella.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
A ver. ¿Cómo está el señor Hampton?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Vale, es una buena respuesta.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Ah, así que es más bien solitario.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
En el segundo piso.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Oh, ¿tendré mi propio laboratorio?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
2000. Ahí tenemos... Ajá. Y aquí tenemos a más gente. Oh. 3 como mínimo. Este que debe ser el guarda.
Another night of the...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance
Ah, es el
driver for this
conductor.
shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh. ¿Me estás diciendo que tú me puedes vender 1000 sano? Hombre, no me voy a beber a mi vendedor de armas.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
A ver. Primero, vender. ¿Por cuánto se vende esto? 4 y 14. Y esto es un valor de reventa bueno, 14 chelines. Ya puede ser... ¿Cuánto? 300, venga. ¿Esto pone que es barato? Escopeta de Milton. 10 de cadencia, 296 de daño. Creo que voy a pasar.
It's safer here.
Aunque sí que voy a hacerle preguntas
evening,
del resto de cosas.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying...
Are you really smuggling weapons?
And why not? I've already been attacked by a patient.
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor.
Vale.
Goodbye, Milton.
Parece que de forma general, a no ser que encuentre pistas, no voy a hacer demasiados progresos por mi cuenta. Vale, por aquí no hay gran cosa. Vamos para adentro.
This is no time for self-pity. It is the last thing I need.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Sí, especialista. 1100. Y solo tenemos una pista. Venga ya, justamente son las otras pistas las que no tenemos. A ver, está agotado.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Curioso, o sea... que
You've
puedo...
nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
You're exhausted.
No.
You've nothing...
I am
What can you tell me about...
Some are really good, and others are...
Tell me more about...
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful.
You really seem to admire her skills.
Bien, poquito a poco.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about...
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's...
Ah, yes, the burden of command.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Bueno, poco a poco. ¿Qué sigue? Buah, es que parece que en este vídeo vamos a tener... Dios, si tengo que hablar con todo el hospital, me da a mí que no vamos a hacer gran cosa,
This
¿eh?
place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan...
Well, it's a euphemism that you'll have...
Salud. Creo que me voy a centrar en hacer preguntas sobre el equipo.
How is the Pembrokes?
Not well.
Why does Milton dislike...
I don't know. Just...
Why...
Milton's not...
¿Eh? Poco a poco.
Goodbye.
Voy a hacer así preguntas rápidas, ¿vale? Porque tampoco quiero aquí que nos estemos todo el día. Luego, en todo caso, ya iré haciendo yo preguntas
Good
concretas
evening.
para ir pillando pistas.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but
Ah, genial, alguien que alucina.
winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency.
You keep calling me mortal.
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know,
Ah, una vampira.
I'm a
Claro.
vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I
Uy,
am.
no ha caído en la trampa.
It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how...
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I
Hombre,
who
tiene
am
gracia que lo
delusional.
diga de este modo, ¿eh?
I'm assuming you must...
It's only a cover.
Who are these enemies you...
I cannot say for sure.
The staff...
I'm not speaking of the doctor.
I see.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere.
Who are you really, Miss...
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm
Eso estaría
curious
bien.
to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you.
I wish I could be sick again.
Vale, pues sigamos.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently...
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug.
Le arrancó de cuajo el rostro.
How is your...
Oh, it's...
Can I ask you...
It's the pain.
Who is
Nobody since the old and tired doctor.
You don't seem worried.
My face hurt so much more when I...
Can I do...
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Bien, poco a poco.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed.
In her madness, she never...
So do you...
And why not?
She could decide to...
Then it's another good reason.
Where were you...
I really don't...
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you?
Goodbye.
Guau, incluso yendo... Averigua quién espía a Thelma. O sea que además voy pillando sus misiones. A ver cómo está así ahora.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory.
You remain...
Thank you, Doc.
How did you...
I had received alarming news.
You dare...
I'm just a man trying to...
What?
William...
Do you know Tom Watts?
Tom? Yes, of course. Oh,
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then?
not really.
People are...
How could it be up?
What is the...
The situation is up.
Who leads...
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show. With the assistance of
Clay no es el que acabamos de salvar.
Digby.
Has the gang...
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for some...
O sea que acabo de salvar un jefe de una banda.
Have you made friends?
Not really. But I recognize me.
You never came to see her here.
You're preaching to the convert.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk... It's locked, all right.
Está cerrado, pero es que ahí detrás estoy viendo a alguien. Vale, con eso ya tenemos a la mayoría más o menos ya reconocidos.
Good evening, Doctor. I'm Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansky. I am Thoros... Please, I'm a... What? I'm not a... It's always a... This epidemic... I based my... I'd rather not talk about it. As long as you're cautious and methodical. You're not the first one to warn me. What can you... Well, it has always been... You... And questions true. Well, do you want me to play... Oh, no, Dr. Reed. I see. Well, give...
Voy pillando pequeñas cosillas, poco a poco.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing. I agree.
Do you think keeping...
All I know.
Tell me, Miss...
Our first diagnosis was
But why would he hide?
Because he is a proud father.
Goodbye.
Buah, este juego va a ser todo un culebrón, por lo que estoy viendo. A ver. Menos mal que poco a poco ya vamos
Good evening,
recolectando la
sir.
mayoría.
I'm Dr. Reed.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Tell me about...
Strickland and Ackroyd.
What do you mean?
I often had...
Are you...
Well,
I won't...
Are you
In others...
I'm just...
I was... Tell me about you.
My wife died because of me.
Anda, fijaos. Tenemos uno casi ya en su punto de maduración.
How could...
I was work...
You...
Of course...
Tell me more about the death...
1915.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelin.
How are you...
They were...
I would love...
Me falta solo una pista.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, Mike.
Solo una pista. Anda, ¿puedo sacar también el hospital? Eso es práctico. ¿No he conocido a este?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Reed? Yes, I've been...
Does my...
Let us just say that I don't particularly...
Tell me, Waverley.
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives.
Are you thinking about...
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure. But my young...
Why do you...
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick...
I really hope you're right about this, Doctor.
I'm not the kind of man who runs...
And are you not afraid...
Rivalry? I guess...
If you have a problem with...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your...
I know we've never met before.
Oh, but I have heard of...
Aren't you too...
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed.
If you... aren't you...
Don't... So let's just...
Careless.
We're...
I don't...
Modern...
I don't know what you've heard.
I don't question your skill.
And what exactly...
I served in the war just like you.
Be careful what...
I only want...
I don't see any reason.
That's true, Doctor.
It's... We can... Thank you.
Joder. No paramos, ¿eh? Otro por ahí. Creo que este va a ser el vídeo de conociendo a todo el mundo.
Watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Tengo que dar la vuelta solo para poder hablar con este hombre. Ah, que había una puerta, joder.
It's locked. Good evening. I'm...
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague.
A colleague? Are you...
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr.
What do you mean?
You used... No, sir. It is just that I like to be
Ah, es comerciante también. Vamos a ver qué es lo que
Please show
tiene.
me. Of course.
Ah, él tiene sustancias. Fórmula enigmática. Incluso si me vendo esto no me llega para la fórmula. Vale, pues se acabó. A no ser que nos encontremos a alguien más, yo casi que me iría ya directamente a analizar la sangre. A ver, este debe ser el primer piso, tenemos que ir al segundo. No, creo que me he pasado. Oh, una sierra. Dr. Reid.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows.
Mejor.
A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water.
¿Y dónde saco yo agua? Esto sería para asignar y esto es para el análisis. Creo que primero vamos a evolucionar un poco. Se nos han desbloqueado habilidades defensivas. Coagulación y barrera de sangre. A ver, paraliza la sangre del enemigo en las venas. Barrera invisible que absorbe el daño directo hasta que se desvanezca o se destruya. Creo que prefiero seguir mejorándome las pasivas. Para empezar voy a mejorarme la energía. Un poco. ¿Y qué más? Otros 300 hacer otra mejora. Vale, cada vez que duermo parece ser que se guarda, así que no hay ningún problema. Estado del... Hombre, si en el hospital no están sanos, yo creo que sería un problema ya, ¿eh? ¿Esto qué es? Objetivo haber equivocado. Ah, vale, porque es una investigación local. No, pero primero voy a hacer el análisis. Analizar. Y hemos conseguido suero. Revitalizante diluido. Regenera 300 puntos de salud al instante y 150 en 15 segundos.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it.
Ah, vale, si va a salir el sol.
I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Utiliza 0 para ajustar las habilidades. Nah. Vamos bien con las habilidades. Aunque de haberlo sabido me hubiese esperado hacer primero el análisis y luego irme a dormir.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete.
Atiende la puerta.
I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
¿No hay viales de sangre en el hospital que se puedan aprovechar? ¿Qué pasa, enfermera Crane?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way, then. Thank you, nurse.
Vale, pero esperaros. Porque ahora lo que quiero hacer es averiguar quién está espiando a Thelma. No, me figuro que tengo que dar la vuelta. Acabamos de pasar de un estado sano a un estado grave. Vale. ¡Nivel 14! ¿Pero qué me dices? ¿Cómo puede ser nivel 14? Creo que me estoy liando, ¿eh? Sí, creo que definitivamente me estoy liando. Bueno chicos, pues lo vamos a dejar aquí. Parece que hoy ha sido una ronda de conocer a todo el mundo en el hospital. Próximo vídeo, no sé si iré a la morgue o intentaré hacerlo de averiguar quién espía a Thelma, pero seguramente vamos a intentar averiguar quién hace el espionaje. Por aquello de ir consiguiendo puntos extra. Y nada chicos, nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Encadenaos a mi canal.